love making pancakes. And these are lovely savoury pancakes, really easy to make. All I've taken is 8 ounces of plain flour, 1 pint of milk, 2 ounces of butter and 2 eggs. All you do, whisk it all up together, touch of salt and pepper, some chopped parsley, you've got good savoury pancakes made. And in New York, they love pancakes. So I thought I'd make you a really spectacular dish. This is going to be savoury pancake gateaux. Ever heard of that one? I doubt it, but what does every gateau need? A good filling or spread. And this is what I've made for you, and it really is delicious. I've just taken between 1.5 pounds and 2 pounds of button mushrooms, minced them or chopped them, and then all I've done is place them into a pan and allowed them to cook. Now what happens is all the waters come out, they reduce down, and what do you get from that water? This is what you get, and this is what I took off halfway through that cooking. I've got an instant mushroom stock. Couldn't be easier, could it? The rest of them I've cooked down till they're moist but almost towards dry. The other flavour I'm going to use is just some chopped onions, cooked in a little touch of butter, hint of garlic and some thyme. So it just looks like that. Now all you have to do is mix it in with that mushroom and you have the filling, the spread is made. Just stir that in. We're going to check that for a little touch of seasoning. Let's have a little taste. That really does taste good. A little touch of salt and one other flavour. And what's that going to be? Well, you know me, I have to have texture. So I've taken some sliced mushrooms, just quickly pan fried them in some butter, and now I'm just going to add those into that mix as well. Now, there you go. Look at that. That is wonderful now. Now we have a bite behind it as well. That really is delicious. So that's that. Now, what's next? Well, I've got to build it. Now, they tell me in New York they can build a skyscraper in a day. Well, let me tell you, I think I can build one quicker. So, just watch this. Time me. Now that's what I call cooking. And you ain't seen nothing yet. Take a look at this. Now, look at that. Looks sensational, doesn't it? Looks like a skyscraper itself. Beautiful to eat. Now, I told you about that mushroom stock. And this is what I've got. I've taken some chopped shallots, dropped them into that lovely mushroom stock and just let it simmer and they've softened. And I've got plenty of other flavours to add as well. What do you think of these? They sell loads of them here in New York. I've got wild mushrooms, trompettes, oyster mushrooms, chanterelle, some ceps, and I'm going to put just a little bit of each in there. So think of that texture as well. You've got chunky wild mushrooms happening in the sauce. Something else as well. What about a bit of a British flavour? Roasted chestnuts, just nicely chopped. Got that lovely nutty taste. Let's drop some of those in. All we need now is to make this almost creamy. Touch of butter, in it goes, one more, and now we're just going to stir that in. Oh dear, this is happening in the pan. That butter is just melting, the mushrooms are just softening. Little squeeze of lemon, you'll be amazed, that would lift all those other tastes. Just that little bit, look. Wonderful. The next thing, one other flavour, chopped parsley. Just like this, sprinkle it in. Sauce is ready. So there's the sauce. All we're going to do now is finish the dish.